Hey everyone, welcome back to Mathematics Fanatic, where we break down real world and brain teasing math problems step by step. Today's challenge comes straight from Instagram, so big thanks to McKellar Math for sharing this one. Circles, hexagons, and diamonds walk into a math problem. And no, that's not the start of a joke. We've got a few equations, some shapes, and your job, figure out what number each shape represents. Okay, we're going to walk through this logically, treating each equation like a clue in a mystery. You ready? Okay. Let's start by assigning each of these shapes a variable name. So, how about C for circle? And then, what is the name of a shape with 6 sides? A hexagon. You got it. So, how about H for hexagon? Or H is here. Okay, and then what is that? D for diamond. Okay, so we need to find C, D, and H. Okay, let's change the color here. Okay, so what is our, well, first of all, we have 4 equations here, right? So let's label those A, B, C, and D. And D is our mystery. All right, so we have C, D, and H to find, and then also the final total when we add them together, right? So what is A? Well, if we have C plus C plus C, that's 3C, right? Is equal to 24. So what would C be? 3 times C. To undo that, divide by 3. And you get to do that to both sides, which means you get 24 divided by 3, which is equal to 8. Great. So we have circle. The value of circle is equal to 8. And then what about equation B? That one is, if C is 8, then we just have 8. Oops. 8 plus H equals 25, right? So to get H by itself, what do we do? Subtract 8 out, right, from each side. And then, oops, Kind of looks like a division problem, doesn't it? Let's rewrite that. (25) minus 8. You probably already guessed what that is, right? So we got h equals 17. All right, win. Okay, we have one more equation, C, that we can use, right? So what's that? Equation C is h, which is 17, minus d, which is our final unknown variable. That's all equal to 8, right? So to get d by itself, oops, it's invisible, so it gets lost. Subtract 17 from both sides. Actually, that I meant to do that, right? I was just bringing down my minus here because you have to preserve the minus sign on the d. So what is 8 minus 17? That is a positive minus a negative, which gives us a negative 9, right? And then if we multiply both sides by -1 or divide, either will work in this case. We just want to get rid of that negative sign. So those negative ones cancel out. And then on the right side, negative divided by a negative is a positive, so we have d equals 9. All right. D equals 9. So we have C equals 8, D equals 9, and H equals 17. Looks like the diamond isn't as valuable as it looks. Spoiler confirmed. Okay, so how might you check your work here? Well, you'd plug your values into the equations A, B, and C and make sure each one gives you a true statement, right? I will leave that up to you to do. You can show your work down in the comments later. But first, let's get our final answer here by plugging into equation D. So H was 17, C was 10, sorry, not 10, what am I saying? C was 8, and then we had D, which was the not so valuable 9, right? So what does that all add up to? Check my work, please. But I'm getting 34. All right. 34. Oops. That's not very clear. Okay. And speaking of leaving things up to you, like checking the work, plugging into equations A, B, and C, let's reveal our bonus challenge for this time. Okay. So, what if we doubled the value of the diamond? Yeah, it turns out the diamond is as valuable as it looks after all. So now we have D equals 18. Can you figure out the new total? Drop your answer in the comments below. All right, so if you enjoyed this puzzle, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone else who enjoys good math mystery. And if you've got a favorite puzzle or word problem you've seen online, drop it in the comments or tag me. Drop it in the comments and tag me rather, and I might feature it in a future video. And then if you want to help feel the next math video, there's a link down below if you'd like to buy me a coffee. Thanks so much for being part of the Mathematics Fanatic community, and I'll see you in the next one.